Hello YouTube, Chrome Freak here.
Well, we're looking at a table full of goodies here, huh? Anyways, guys, tomorrow I'm going to the range, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to go over a couple of little things that I'm going to be bringing to the range with me, and I got my two Glocks out here, the 23 and the 27, and there's a reason I got them out there. And then I got this little puppy sitting here. Oh my God, what have we here? Well, let's make it safe. My boys at K&W there are good enough to let me use this. I'm going to take it to the range tomorrow and put some shots through it. MP5K, the civilian version, the HK SP89. The true MP5K would be fully automatic and a couple other options, but it would also have a vertical foregrip right here. With this right here, you got a little something to hold on to, but you've got to be very careful you don't get your finger up in front here. But you're better off holding it something like this here. But this is very controllable, 9mm parabellum. I can't even believe they let me use this gun, to be honest with you. This is every bit of a $5,000 gun, if not more. And it's just beautiful. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the range tomorrow. We're going to do a bunch of shooting with it. Hopefully I get some of that on video. Hopefully I won't have an issue at the range. And then we're going to come here and we're going to do a detailed, I don't want to say a complete detailed strip, but we're going to do a pretty thorough field strip, a little bit more than your basic field strip. I want to take it down so far. I'm not going to take the trigger group completely down. We will take a look at it, take it off, and all that kind of stuff. But this is one of the guys at K&W's Personals Firearms, and I don't want to say which one of the guys, but we're all going to get together here real soon, and we're going to go all shooting together and have a blast. And it's going to be toys like this that you guys are going to see, and it's just going to be amazing. Some class 3, some goodies. Dave's going to be with us. Dave over there, man, he likes to blow stuff up, so it's going to be a blast. I can't wait to get to the range with him. I've been with Brandon and had a blast. I just can't wait for all the guys to get together and go, and we're going to do that. I'll talk about the Glocks here in a second. Real quickly, this is kind of like a shout-out video. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and there's several guys I want to give shout-outs to. And it's just time. It's just a matter of working with me. Well, I got this weekend off, thank God. So anyway, I'm going to list the names right here, and then I'll put links to them in a video. I know a lot of guys don't like shout-out videos, but you know what? These are all great guys right here, and I just want to get their names out and help them if I can. Chaos 311 Clarity, just an outstanding guy, man. A lot of fun, a blast. Go over and watch some of his videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. Mr. Cleaner Nash, another outstanding. All these guys are just outstanding gentlemen. Every one of them gun lovers. They know what they're talking about, and they're fun to watch. Their videos are informative and fun. Riston59. Riston is just a great dude, a former police officer. He also sent me this book. I just happened to tell him he had made a video. I can't remember if it was Kiwi Ted Fernie or maybe Marshall Zukov. One of them guys had made a video and then wanted video responses to kind of obscure units from World War II. And here's one that was pretty interesting because Riston had made a video on that, and I found it very interesting. And what it is, it's the 100th Battalion, 442nd Regiment Combat Team in World War II. And these were Japanese Americans fighting against the Japanese. And while their families were in internment camps here in the USA, they're volunteering to fight for this country. And I just find that kind of, it's great, first of all, but it's also, it had to tear these guys up. And this is going to be a very interesting read, and I cannot wait to dig into it. Thank you, Gary, really. You didn't have to do that. Riston59, awesome individual, great channel. Blitz NK9, another great guy that makes great videos. Now this guy right here, Firearms Rescue, I've talked to him on the phone several times now. I'm starting to become pretty close with him. He is just a good-hearted guy. I don't know what it is on YouTube, but he's just brutally honest, makes funny, good videos, great shooting videos. The guy invented the bleeding target, I kid you not. He's the first one I ever seen with a bleeding target. Now you got these big companies selling them. I think they owe him some credit. Firearms Rescue. The rescue part of his name is he's into animal rescue, and I commend that. We're animal lovers here. We have cats, dogs. Always been a big animal lover, and he's just got a big heart. and a lot of people take him wrong on YouTube, and I say go over and give him a chance. If you want honesty, at least you're going to get honesty. You're not going to get fake and phony with him. Not at all. Johnny-ac 7078. This guy's a great shooter, and the next guy I'm going to mention is also a great shooter. These guys, I know that Johnny-ac shoots competitively, and he films it, and he's got his daughter into it, just some good quality videos. And Corey07 Inc., I've given him a shout out in the past, and I'm going to continue to. This guy knows what he's doing. Go watch his videos. He shoots outdoors. He's got, he lives in the country apparently, but he just trains very well. You can tell by the way people naturally pick up a firearm. Guys, here's a hint on YouTube. There's a lot of guys that know what the heck they're talking about, and there's a lot of guys who do not. But when somebody naturally holds a gun, just picks it up and naturally holds it, and they got their finger like this, I know that these guys have been around firearms for a long time, or at least been trained. When you see a guy that just naturally might be talking about something else and holding the firearm and has that finger inside that trainer guard as he's naturally speaking and talking, I'm going to tell you right now, he ain't got no experience. I'm sorry. That's a dead giveaway to me. I go back to when I was 5 years old, shooting BB guns, 22s, whatever, my dad growing up. My dad caught me with my finger inside of a trigger guard and I wasn't pointing at a target. I get a smack right upside the head. Now he didn't beat me, nothing like that, but he'd get my attention to let me know, you don't put your finger in that trigger guard unless you're ready to destroy something. So, I mean, it just comes, it's experience, but that's a way that you guys could kind of find out the phonies that are out there, if you know what I'm saying. My boys at K&W Gunworks, these guys know what they're doing. I'm going to tell you what, you got to sub to them, go check out their channel. They're my partners, they're my friends, they're like family to me. I'm getting closer and closer with them. I love these guys like brothers, I'm not kidding you. And they're just great. And of course, the Ammunition Depot, partners with K&W Gunworks. They're going to put a link to my channel on the Ammunition Depot. I'm going to have a link to them also. They're going to have a coupon code for everybody. It's not going to be Chrome. Coupon code Chrome Freak. No, none of that. It'll be a generic coupon code that anybody and everybody can use. You watch YouTube, you can use it. Tell your Aunt Sarah, she can use it. I don't care. Everybody's going to pay the same amount. Everybody's getting a break. There's no, you know, well, the inner this is getting that and everybody else is getting that. None of that here. Okay, let's get on with the Glocks real quickly. My 27, safe, full trigger. Glock 23, safe, full trigger. This 23, I know I've shown it in other videos, so I just love this. I will never get rid of this gun. I bought this gun, I'm wanting to say 1994, 93. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to pull out the paperwork, which I do have somewhere. Those were one of the first Glocks to come, 23s to come into the country. 19s were here, 17s were here, and it was a big hoopla. The 23s were coming to 22 full size. I can't remember. I think they were already here too, but don't mark my words on that. But I just wanted the 23. I knew it was the compact version, and I wanted it in a bad way. And at gun shop, who was friends with my dad at that time, we were really close with the guy. He told me they were coming. Mike, they're coming. So he knew one of the first batches that he had, because he went ahead and ordered a bunch of them and was on a waiting list. And when he got them in, he called me immediately, and I got one of the first batches that were down here locally in South Florida. That I do know. This is a very early generation, second generation 23. I will never get rid of. I will conservatively say I have 15,000 rounds through it, but it's probably well over 20,000 rounds in reality. This gun never let me down, not one time, not one misfire, nothing. You would think in all those rounds I'd get a bad round or something. It was just like a good luck gun. Nothing ever happened. It was amazing. And then a couple of months ago, and I put this on a video, it might be a little bit longer, 4 or 5 months ago, I took my wife to the range. We go every now and then together. I go more often than she does, but she's well versed in firearms, believe me. She knows how to take care of herself. But the first few years that I had this firearm, I was using the slide lock, right here, your slide lock. And I would use it like a slide release, like that. I'm doing it right now on video just to show you guys. Do not do that. On a Glock, it is a slide lock. When it is locked back in this position to release it, you shall grab it, and that's how you are to release it. Now this came straight from, in fact, it was actually the same gentleman I bought this gun from. He not only owned a gun store, he was a gunsmith, and this guy had years and years and years of experience, and God rest his soul, he's no longer with us now. But he told me, and I probably used this gun for 10 years before we went shooting together. He's seen me using that as a slide release. And he jumped all over me and said, do not do that. You're going to wear that spring. That spring is not meant to take that release. I'll do it again because this is a brand new spring in here, only a few months old. But when you drop that mag, you reload that new mag, you don't want to do that. And I can't tell you how many guys on YouTube I see do that. And I'm not trying to cut you down, but I am going to let you know that eventually that spring, that slide release or slide lock spring is going to break on you. And that's what happened with me here. And it was kind of disastrous because when it broke, a piece of the spring literally got stuck in the slide, between the slide and the frame. And this thing was locked up, man. And it took some strength. And I thought, because I still didn't know what had broke, because I couldn't get in there to look. And this thing was just locked up, and I was starting to flip out. It finally broke free, and I was able to go ahead and take the slide off and see what happened. But that goes back to him. And I haven't released a slide like that on this Glock in years, since he told me not to. But it did, that's the first thing that broke in this Glock, ever, period. And that tells me it was because I was using that slide release for the first 10 years or so, or slide lock, I keep saying it, has a release. Don't get in the habit of doing that with Glocks. Get in the habit of releasing it with the slide. Just a little tip that came from a certified Glock armor to me, and it's always been dead on, and he was right, and that was the first thing that broke in this gun. Since then, I've done a lot of work to it. I changed some of the other springs around and stuff like that, but I well maintain this firearm. I do the same thing with this 27. I do the Glock trigger job on it once a year. I keep everything in there well buffed and oiled, and not heavily oiled, just enough, but mainly buffed and waxed that these parts don't even wear. It's amazing that you wouldn't even tell the difference on some of the parts on a 20-year-old gun compared to a new one. But anyway, we're going to take I got a mixture of all these magazines out here, and I got a whole bag more I'm going to go through, because I want to make sure all my Glock magazines are up to par and working, and if I need to order springs and followers, I'll do that. I got a couple of the new 22 rounders for the 22. It also fit in 27. And that's what's great about Glock. Everything fits with each other. But I want to give them a workout, make sure they're working great. And that's about it with this video. I just wanted to give these guys a shout out. I will put links to every one of them at the bottom of this video. Tomorrow night or Monday, look forward to shooting the SP89 here, the HK MP5K, and they have, like I said, the MP5K would have a vertical foregrip here normally. It'd be also full auto. The only thing that's not making this a class 3 is the full auto. Now, if I was to stick that hand grip there, it would go into the category as any other weapon, and you would need a $200 tax stamp. However, this little grip piece right here does not count. But you better be careful using that. But this is just a unique gun. You don't see a lot of them out there, and they are quite expensive, and it's going to be a lot of fun shooting tomorrow with it. So I figured I'd throw it out there for you guys to see, and I can't wait to do the disassembly on this also when I get back from shooting to clean it. So this is basically a shout-out video. The tip on the Glock is a slide lock, not a slide release, and to show this little baby off, I thank my brothers over there at K&W and Southern Yankee Guns. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I won't let you down, as usual. I will not let you down, I promise. And Gary Riston, thank you one more time, sir. Okay, guys, please leave comments, PMs, anything you want. If you need help with anything, let me know. I got some great videos coming up, some surprise ones coming up. With some, you think this is a special firearm? Wait till you see some of the ones John and I got planned, and some of the ones Brandon and I got planned also, and Dave and all the other guys. Once again, guys, all these people in the AmmunitionDepot.com for the best ammo prices you've ever seen on the internet. All right, guys, thank you. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow at the range. Take care.